Here are the most horrifying mythical creatures to have ever existed. Or maybe not existed, depending on what you believe. The Manananggal is a terrifying creature that comes from the Philippines, and its name roughly means one who detaches itself. It's a revolting and fearsome monster that at first glance usually appears to be a hideous, deformed old woman. The name comes from its gruesome ability to completely split its upper body away from its lower half, with its intestines hanging loose, then grow massive bat-like wings and take off into the darkness in search of prey. What prey exactly? During the hours of night, it uses a long, tube-shaped tongue to suck the blood of human victims, specifically hunting down newly married couples, lovers, newborn infants, and grooms who have been deserted before marriage. It is even said to rip unborn children right out of pregnant women. What's that? You assumed I'd illustrate that? You desensitized weirdo. Nope. You're getting a kitten instead. While searching for food, the Manananggal makes a faint tick-tick-tick sound. But here's the creepy trick. The quieter and more distant the sound seems, the closer the monster actually is, a tactic to confuse its target. At night, the lower part of its body stays behind wherever it was left standing. And this single flaw is its weakness. If you want to kill a Manananggal, and let's be honest, who wouldn't? You must stop the flying torso from reconnecting with its bottom half. Burning is an excellent way to do it, though salt, ashes, or garlic can also keep it away, much like a vampire. If its torso cannot find its other half before sunrise, legend says it will die. Thankfully. Even as the modern world advances, sightings of these beings are still reported, especially in the Visayan areas of the Philippines. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, or one of these ladies might visit your window tonight. Don't say I didn't give you fair warning, because I just did. And if you think this is bad, get ready. The Manananggal is actually the least terrifying monster in this entire list, and things are only about to get stranger. The deadly whistler, also called El Silbón, is unlike the other monsters here. His origin is more of a grim lesson than a random tale. Long ago, this figure was just an ordinary boy, but one who was spoiled rotten and used to getting absolutely everything he demanded. One day, he ordered his father to go hunt a deer, which was his favorite meat for dinner. His father returned empty-handed. No deer, no food at all. Enraged, the boy murdered him and cut out his organs, then brought them to his mother, saying, "Father has brought us meat for dinner." Well, that went downhill very fast. The boy's mother cooked the meat, but quickly figured out what had really happened. This part of the story varies depending on who tells it, but the next events are always the same. His family tied him to a post and lashed him with a whip, then washed his wounds with alcohol, chili, and lemon juice. Brutal punishment. They cursed him with a sack full of his father's bones to carry forever. Then, 2 starving dogs were unleashed to hunt him. What emerged from this horror was the skeleton-like spirit called El Silbón, or the Deadly Whistler, standing about 6 meters tall and stalking treetops with his gruesome bag of bones. If you hear his whistle up close, you're perfectly safe, but if his whistle sounds far away, your death is nearer than you think. It's said that El Silbón sometimes appears outside houses at night, sets his bag down, and begins counting the bones inside one by one. If someone in the house hears the sound, nothing will happen. But if no one notices before morning, someone inside will die, and their bones will be added to his sack. If you're enjoying this video so far, please hit like. If you're not enjoying it, well, you might want to hit it anyway. The Nuckelavee is a sea demon from Orcadian legends, told in the islands of Orkney. No story fully explains how it looks in the depths of the ocean, but an islander named Tamas claimed to have seen it on land and described its horrible form in chilling detail. According to him, the Nuckelavee has the upper body of a man fused directly to the back of a horse, but the man's torso has no legs at all. His arms are so long they can touch the ground as he rides. On his shoulders sits a massive head as large as 3 feet across. And here's the truly revolting part. The creature has no skin. Yellow veins filled with black blood bulge visibly, and its horse's head bears a single burning red eye and an enormous open mouth spewing poisonous fumes. Its breath is believed to destroy crops, spread disease, and kill both livestock and people. In 1722, one of the Orkney Islands began burning seaweed, partly to make glass and soap, and partly to improve farmland. The foul smoke from this practice supposedly enraged the Nuckelavee, which went on a destructive rampage, wiping out fields, infecting animals, and ruining harvests. The damage spread to every island where seaweed was being burned. Like many ocean-dwelling demons, it's said the Nuckelavee cannot cross fresh water. So if it ever chases you, your only hope is to jump across a stream and pray for your life. Next, Cipactli, a monstrous sea creature from Aztec mythology. In the very beginning, before the earth existed, there were 4 gods who created water, more gods, and finally Cipactli, a massive beast with an appetite so endless that every single joint on its body contained a mouth. Elbows, knees, knuckles, every bend was a snapping jaw. Which raises an awful question. If mouths have jaws, do those jaws also have mouths? And do those mouths have more mouths? You get the idea. As the gods worked to shape creation, they faced a huge problem. Everything they made fell into the water and was instantly devoured by Cipactli. This monster was so gigantic and powerful that it took all 4 gods to fight it, and one even lost a foot during the battle. Eventually, they defeated the creature by ripping its body into 4 parts, one for each direction of the compass. From its head, they made the 13 heavens. From its midsection, they formed the earth, and from its tail, they shaped the underworld. In other words, the entire world is built from Cipactli's corpse. Finally, we reach Skinwalkers, by far the most feared creatures in this entire list. In Navajo tradition and among the indigenous peoples of the American Southwest, the stories of these beings are taken extremely seriously. Unlike the silly online jokes and memes about finding a skinwalker, the truth behind them is deeply sinister. In Navajo belief, medicine men practice healing magic to protect their communities. But witches, their evil counterparts, use dark knowledge to harm. Often these witches first train as healers before choosing to twist their power for evil. They craft tools from human bones, brew poisons from human remains, and inflict death and disease wherever they go. To become a skinwalker, a witch must murder a close family member, usually a sibling. This ritual grants them the power to shapeshift into any animal. They select forms based on what traits they need: claws for attack, stealth for spying, speed for escape, or strength for killing. When in human form, they wear the skins of the animals they become, giving them animal-like eyes. When they transform into animals, their eyes look eerily human. By day, they blend in with ordinary people. By night, they unleash sickness, destruction, and murder, and can even read minds or control victims to do their bidding. Many mysterious tragedies and crimes are blamed on skinwalkers. My channel is still small enough that I can read every single comment. So, tell me, which of these terrifying mythical monsters do you think is truly the worst, and why? As always, thank you so much for watching.